A South Bend business owner can't open his doors and says it's all because the city carried out a discreet zoning change on the property he's trying to open. One zoning expert tells ABC 57 what the city did should never have happened. ABC 57 News investigative reporter Kevin Warmhold has been looking into this and what anyone hoping to open a business should know.
John Lawson is trying to live the American dream, opening a small business in his hometown. The entrepreneur tells ABC 57 News the city is refusing to give him a license he needs to operate, even though the federal government and the state have given him what he needs to go to work.
It shouldn't be this hard to get a business up and running.
John Lawson has spent his life working as an auto mechanic. He owned Lawson's car shop in Walkerton for the past 7 years, closing the location, hoping to move back his business to his hometown of South Bend. The exact location, 2222 Michigan Street, a site designated as commercial property since the 1950s.
I took the lease in April, got all my state and federal compliances done with my merchant ID, and as of April 28th, I was ready to open as far as the state was concerned.
That's when Lawson hit an unexpected roadblock.
I turned in my city license application to the city of South Bend. I was greeted with paperwork showing what I needed to do to be in compliance with being able to open because they have rezoned the building.
Lawson was confused. He leased the property through a real estate agency with the understanding it was recently used and designated as a mechanic shop. He reached out to the property owner, who sent him this text. They secretly changed zoning from commercial to NC, which took effect 01/2020. Now they want us to hire a company at a cost of $5,000 to $8,000 to ask for variances in order to obtain a business license. We looked up the property on the city zoning website. It's designated as NC on the map, which stands for Neighborhood Center. What's alarming is at the same time, the property record we pulled for 2222 Michigan Street shows it designated as commercial, even classifying it as auto sales and service. We turned to an expert to ask why the designations don't match and why Lawson can't get a license.
So state, local municipal, and county municipal cannot come in and rezone a property without the permission of the property owner.
Eddie Hager is owner of Indie Zoning Experts LLC with more than 30 years experience.
What they did was they put a notice to the public of future change that could occur. What would only be allowed is neighborhood center.
So if the property owner or the leasee wanted to change the aesthetics of the building, knock it down, build something different, it would have to match the neighborhood center.
Yes, it would have to go under their development standards, but the neighborhood center status does not affect existing buildings. From my understanding, has been a car repair shop all along for quite a while. So that's a continuous use. It's not a different use, it's a continuous use. So they can't stop him from getting a license.
Hager tells me that the city may have good intent for the future, but they end up creating problems. This move could create problems for current business owners.
They have a tendency to hinder existing businesses or businesses that want to continue the use. And usually what happens in these areas is you start to build a business desert.
I reached out to the mayor's office for comment, and the city spokesperson said that the site was part of a new zoning ordinance across the city in 2020. She also said in a statement, quote, the owner of the property was issued a written notice of the proposed zoning change in 2019, prior to its adoption by the South Bend Common Council. The auto repair service could have continued indefinitely at this site as a legal non-conforming use, but that non-conforming status was lost when legal use of the lot for auto repair was discontinued for over a year, end quote. Lawson is losing money every day he doesn't go to work. In your experience, should he be denied a license to operate?
That's not my experience, that's the law. He just needs to show protest. In other words, a really nice worded letter to the city that his denial of the license, and then ask that he be granted due process on the denial of the license.
I'm definitely not happy about it, and I wonder how hard it is for others too to help the city to grow. I graduated from Washington High School. I've been in South Bend my entire life.
Hager has been in contact with Lawson, hoping to guide him on a resolution as soon as possible. He also recommends, if you are having a similar problem, to appeal your denial in writing. Reporting in studio, Kevin Warmhold, ABC 57 News.